right now. The cost of AI is too much. What if the growing impact of AI leads to widespread unemployment? If that happens, would you make AI technology free so that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, can use it to earn an income?
Look, first of all, let me say this. AI is probably the most powerful technology humanity has ever created, maybe even more profound than electricity or the internet. It's not just a tool, it's like we're basically summoning something that could eventually be smarter than any human on Earth. So the question you're asking about cost, unemployment, accessibility, it's not just practical, it's existential. Right now, yes, AI is expensive. The cost of training large models, the infrastructure required, massive data centers, energy consumption, highly specialized chips like GPUs and TPUs, it's billions of dollars. And people look at that and think, well, if only the biggest corporations can afford this, then only they benefit. That's true today, to an extent. But like every technology, the cost curve is coming down. Remember when personal computers first appeared, they were insanely expensive. Same with mobile phones or even electric cars. But over time, technology scales, manufacturing improves, competition rises, and costs drop dramatically. So, will AI be free one day? Maybe not literally free, but nearly everyone will have access to powerful AI systems on their phone, in their home, even embedded into everyday devices. Accessibility is inevitable. The real issue isn't cost, it's governance, alignment, and whether we, as a society, choose to share these benefits broadly or allow them to be hoarded by a few players. Now, about unemployment, look, I've been talking about this for more than a decade. AI will make many jobs redundant. Absolutely. Driving, retail, logistics, even software development machines will be able to do those things faster, cheaper, and in some cases better than humans. People get uncomfortable when I say that, but it's just reality. If a machine can do your job better, safer, and cheaper, eventually it will. But here's the other side. AI also creates opportunity. It's like having a super intelligent assistant working with you. Imagine you're a small business owner in India, or a single parent in Brazil, or a student in Nigeria. With AI, you suddenly have access to knowledge, to business strategy, to coding skills, to design, to healthcare advice, you name it, stuff that previously only big corporations or highly educated professionals could access. That democratization can lift billions of people. Now, the ethical question you asked, if AI causes massive unemployment, would I personally make it free so that everyone can use it to earn an income? That's tricky. Because if I just make AI free and throw it out there, you also risk enormous misuse. You could have people using it for cyber attacks, creating bioweapons, destabilizing societies through disinformation. It's not like giving out free food. It's giving out something that, in the wrong hands, could actually destroy civilization. So it can't be as simple as make it free. I do believe is this AI should be accessible, but with safeguards. Think of it like open source software, but with layers of responsibility. That's why I created AI and Grok to build AI that isn't just powerful, but also safe and aligned with human values. The goal is to have systems that are maximally useful to individuals, not just corporations or governments. If unemployment truly becomes widespread because of AI, and it will, to some degree, we're going to need societal solutions. One of those is universal basic income, UBI. I've talked about this many times. If machines can do most jobs, then the economic productivity is still there. It's just generated by machines instead of humans. So you tax that productivity and redistribute it as a baseline income for everyone. That way, people still have dignity, security, and freedom to pursue what matters to them, whether it's art, science, taking care of family, or just enjoying life. Now, the skeptic will say, Elon, that sounds utopian. But I'll point out, if AI is as powerful as we think, productivity will skyrocket. We're talking about abundance. The cost of goods and services can drop dramatically because machines can produce them at near zero marginal cost. Energy, especially if we solve sustainable energy and storage, can be nearly free. Food production can be automated. Healthcare can be scaled through AI diagnostics and robotics. Education can be personalized at no cost. In that kind of world, the cost of living falls while baseline income rises. That's not utopia, it's just math. The challenge is the transition. Humans don't like change. And when whole industries collapse, people suffer. Truck drivers, call center workers, factory employees, they don't just lose a paycheck. They lose identity, purpose, community. That's why, even if we deploy AI widely, we need to be extremely thoughtful about retraining, about supporting communities, about giving people not just money but meaning. So if you're asking me, would I flip a switch and make AI free for everyone to earn an income? The answer is I'd make AI accessible, but I'd also push for new economic frameworks where people don't need to earn in the traditional sense. Imagine you don't need to work to survive, you work because you want to. That's a fundamental shift in human society. And yes, it's scary, but it's also liberating. We'll give you an analogy. When Tesla first started, electric cars were super expensive. We built the Roadster, which was a luxury car, to prove it could be done. Then we went down market to the Model S, Model 3, and eventually we're aiming at a truly affordable EV. AI is on the same trajectory. Right now, it's like the Roadster expensive niche. But over the next decade, it becomes mainstream. And just like Tesla's mission was to accelerate sustainable energy, my mission with AI is to accelerate safe, accessible intelligence. But here's the warning: if AI is controlled by just a handful of corporations or governments, that's dystopia. You end up with extreme concentration of power, surveillance, manipulation. That's why openness matters. That's why competition matters. And that's why, yes, to your question, AI should not just be a luxury product. It should be a tool available to everyone, rich or poor, educated or not. Now, how exactly does that look? Maybe through open models that anyone can use, maybe through government-backed access programs, maybe through companies like X that integrate AI into social platforms for free. I don't know the exact path, but philosophically, yes, I think AI should be accessible to humanity as a whole, not locked away. So to wrap it up, AI is not just about jobs. It's about what it means to be human in a world where intelligence is no longer scarce. The transition will be tough. We'll see displacement, inequality, fear. But if we manage it well, AI could bring about an age of abundance, where everyone, regardless of wealth, has tools that amplify their creativity, their problem solving, their ability to live meaningful lives. Will I personally make AI free? I make it as accessible and aligned as possible, and I'll push for systems like UBI to ensure no one is left behind, because in the end, the purpose of technology is not to make billionaires richer, it's to elevate humanity. And AI, if done right, can do exactly that.